My name is Melanie Ferrabone, and I'm originally from Panama. I am a doctoral student in instrumental performance at the Frost School of Music. I would like to introduce you on the bassoon. The bassoon is a double reed instrument, which means it's part of the double reed family, along with the oboe, the English horn, and the contrabassoon. It is called double reed because we don't use a mouthpiece, instead we use a reed that has two pieces of cane tied together with a wire, and it sounds like this. Yeah, pretty cool. So the bassoon by itself is really tall, as you can see. It is 4.5 feet, and if I stretch all the tubing starting from here to the bell, is all the way to 8 feet. Having 8 feet of tubing gives me a very extensive register, so I could play very low notes and very high notes. So I will play a chromatic scale for you so you can kind of see how long it is. Yeah, so it took a long time. So having all of that can give an advantage of playing bass lines just in the piece starting something, and we can also play beautiful melodies in the tenor register. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Myers and I'm the oboist in the KHAOS Wind Quintet. I am originally from the Indianapolis area in Indiana. My main teachers have included Malcolm Smith of the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, Sherry Seiler of the New York Philharmonic, and currently Robert Weiner of the Palm Beach Orchestra and Florida Grand Opera. When I'm not playing the oboe, things I enjoy include jogging. I like reading historical novels and mystery novels, and I like cooking a lot. So about the oboe, it was originally refined in France. It is a part of the double reed family along with our other instrument, the English horn, and also the bassoon family. Our reed is much smaller than the bassoon reed, as you can see a little bit here. Not too much. And the oboe is a soprano instrument. It has about a 2.5 octave range. It's not very big. And we are known both for our lyrical sounds, such as Tchaikovsky's Fourth Symphony. And also our light articulate sounds, such as in La Scala di Seta. Thank you, and next we'll have Claire talk about the clarinet.
So you might have recognized a little excerpt of music. It's from Peter and the Wolf of Sergei Prokofiev, and it's a very, very, very famous little solo for clarinet, and the clarinet is playing the cat in the story actually. So my name is Claire Grelier. I'm the clarinetist of KHAOS Wind Quintet, and I'm originally from France, and I started the clarinet at the age of 9. I apparently chose the clarinet after going to a concert and said I wanted to play this clarinet. I don't know if I chose it because I do think it's a really beautiful instrument. I like the black wood. It's a black African wood and it has all silver. They can also be nickel keys. And it's an instrument that is very interesting because it can play a lot of notes from very low to very high. So I'm just going to show you the range. See how high it can go, so really the extreme of the low note. Okay, so it's a very big range, and the clarinet is really known for playing a lot of notes. It's very virtuosic. It's a lot of notes in band and in orchestra, but it also has a really beautiful tone. So that's the reason why, I studied the clarinet and never wanted to stop. And yes, I'm gonna, after my little presentation on clarinet, I'm gonna ask Vanessa to present another instrument. She's gonna present the flute.
Hello everyone, my name is Vanessa Furla and I'm a member of the KHAOS Wind Quintet. Today I'm going to be presenting you my instrument, which is the flute. The flute is a member of the woodwind family, although today it's mostly made out of metal. Student flutes usually are made out of nickel, but professional flutes can be made out of silver, gold, or platinum. What makes it different than the other woodwind instruments is that the flute does not have a reed. So the way we produce a sound out of this instrument is blowing across the embouchure hole, which is right here. The flute consists out of 3 parts. This is the head joint, the longest part is the body, and then we have the foot joint. It is a very expressive instrument, so very often the composers write for us very slow and melodic music. For example, here is the opening from Debussy's Syrinx for solo flute. The flute can also be very flexible, so we also have music that is very fast. For example, here is an excerpt from Rimsky-Korsakov's The Flight of the Bumblebee. Some of the things I really like about the flute and make it my favorite instrument is its warm tone, its flexibility, and that it blends well with all the other instruments.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Katie Beth McKinney and I am the French horn player for the KHAOS Wind Quintet. I'm originally from Texas, although I lived in Indiana for several years and have been in Miami for the last 3. My main teachers have included Dale Clevenger from the Chicago Symphony Orchestra and Richard Todd, who you might know from many Hollywood films, including Up, The Incredibles, Star Trek, Jurassic Park, the list goes on and on. When I'm not playing the French horn, I enjoy baking, reading, scrapbooking, and researching interesting musical materials. The French horn is not actually French like the name suggests. It has been around since prehistoric times in the form of conch shells and animal bones that were carved out and made into instruments. When instrument makers figured out how to create things out of metal, they began to create instruments that matched the shape of those animal horns. That's how we wound up with this really fun circular shape that you see here. Now, of course, the instrument got more advanced over time, as much technology does. So we added these things called valves here that help us change the pitch. In addition, it's really like a combination of two instruments stuck together. That's what all these slides are. And that's how we're able to play all the notes on a scale. Now, the French horn is interesting because it is the only brass instrument that has a home inside of a woodwind quintet. All the other instruments in that type of chamber ensemble are what we call woodwinds, such as the oboe, the clarinet that use reeds, and the flute, which for some reason does not, but is still not considered a brass instrument. Now, how I produce sound is very different from any of the other instruments in the ensemble as well. I get to make this really funny face inside of the mouthpiece, and it creates this really beautiful tone. It's not what you'd expect from that funny face, right? The French horn is truly a beautiful instrument because it's capable of playing really beautiful melodic lines, as well as really loud, harsh fanfares and dramatic moments in film music and orchestral music alike. Thank you all for watching.
Thank you.